smart. Spent a lot of time with Coach Gase and our offensive staff talking football. And the one thing that came out was, his passion for football. And, the one thing everyone talks about is him not being a great blocker. Well, there's a lot of really good tight ends and that are pass catchers that aren't great blockers. It's about giving effort and stuff. And this kid wants to be a better blocker. He talked about a lot of good things with us. And the one thing we really loved is his skill set offensively. He's all the things you guys have seen and talked about, being a red zone matchup. And he's just got a very unique skill set. He's big, he's long, he's fast, high points the ball well. So for us, we're very excited to have him here. So.
What was it that attracted you the most to him? Is the athleticism, the numbers that he put up, or the film?
It was a film, because you get in trouble if you fall in love with the athletic numbers of the combine, because guys will go away and train and they don't play as fast or do things. But you see his play speed on film. You see the plays, the vertical jump. You see that him going up and high pointing the ball. So for us, finding that skill set like that was very important. And I think in this league, it's a matchup league, and what tight ends can do. He's got a unique skill set that not many guys in this league have.
Chris, when you go back through his history and you look at his progression at Penn State, what did you find about his work ethic? And he dealt with a drops issue at one point, kind of pushed through that. What can you tell us about that?
Well, that's what the kid is. He's very competitive. He's like everyone's talking about, was a very good high school basketball player. So this kid he's got a streak, and he's very competitive and wants to be good. And so when people tell him he can't do anything, he wants to keep pushing and prove you wrong. And so that comes out when you talk to the kid and when you watch him at practice and watch his practice film when he does stuff. We're very excited for his future.
I think he was the second tight end taken in the draft. You had your choice, obviously, a bunch of guys. What set him apart from the rest of the class?
Again, his skill set. He was productive for Penn State the last 2 years. Put up some good numbers, made some big plays for them in games. And as we got to know the kid, the football intelligence, and just being around him multiple times, because again, he just felt like our type of guy we wanted to be around.
You guys kind of have a tendency of going with big school guys. Is that by design?
No, but I think that's an advantage for players like Mike and Minka that have come from programs or they're used to the big stage. So coming here, they're not going to be in awe of anything. But there's a lot of very good players, small school players that have done well in this league. But it's just happened that most of these players so far for us have been from major conference, major schools.
Did you hold your breath again when Tennessee traded up? The same thing has happened last night where somebody trades up to the pick right in front of you?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. But, we had a couple other players that, we might have considered if he was gone. But it worked out for us.
Chris, of course, if the game is so important to him and he is so athletic, why hasn't he become a better blocker?
Well, again, when you're 6'5" and having 245 pounds, Jimmy Graham was not a good blocker coming out. These tall guys, name a good tight end with those types of build that are good blockers at the line of scrimmage. I mean, most of the time it's leverage and stuff, and taller guys at the point of attack have a hard time getting down. This guy can bend and do it, and it's developing that strength and stuff. So a lot of these guys have a hard time, and then in the college game, a lot of these tight ends are flexed out in space. So they, at times, depending on the offense, no disrespect to the coaches there, that's their scheme and they win, and the kid was a productive player doing that. So I think with us, we'll spend time, and he said he wants to spend a lot of time working to improve his blocking because he wants to be the best all-around tight end in the game. And every kid says that coming out, but we'll see. But we're very excited to have him.
Chris, what can it mean to Adams' offensive scheme to have a target like this at tight end?
Yeah, I mean, he and Dowell and the offensive staff and tight end coach Shane Day are thrilled. I mean, just the red zone possibilities. He's a hard matchup for people, being that big and athletic and move the chains on third down, and then his speed that will open up other stuff on the field for you. So it's just a lot of possibilities. And, he's had players in the past, as you guys know, that have had big seasons for him. And he's had a player, Julius, when he was young coming out. It's kind of the same thing, basketball player. So very excited to have him.
It's been said that Gesicki is somewhat of an outspoken player back at Penn State. Is that one of the traits that attracted you to him?
Yeah, I think you always want guys that have leadership ability and will speak out if he sees things going wrong. But the one thing is he's a team guy. You talk to Coach Franklin, the staff, and the other players there. They all love this kid. We talk to other players on their teams. You always ask them, like, hey, who would you bring along with you? And every guy we talked to was like, hey, my man, Big Mike. So, yeah. So,
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, guys.